to me. Yeah.
That's what made me go gangster.
Yeah.
So you never asked me. I've been waiting to tell you. I was a square. I had a construction company. I had 35, 40 men, 10 trucks. I'm making $10,000, $15,000. I'm 16, 17, 18 years old.
So when that happened, everything that you had heard about this government and how they do black folks and set black men up to go down and, you know, with these fake cases and stuff, it hit you like a sack of bricks.
Yeah,
and you're like,
it changed my whole trajectory.
So they teach us Rosa Parks was tired and sat down on the bus. But that's not the whole story. She was a trained activist. She worked with the NAACP for years before that day. She planned that protest. It wasn't random. Rosa Parks was an organizer, a strategist.
Sit down. We gotta sit down. Let me tell you something. When the house is on fire, a lot of times, Brother John, you don't have time to sit down. You gotta meet me on the battlefield. You see what I'm saying? Because there's lives being lost every minute, every second, all around the country and throughout the world. So from that standpoint, yeah, we need to get together. We may not necessarily have time to sit down, but we have to get together on the battlefield and continue the work that's already being done. Because you got great brothers from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the North to the South, that's already out there doing a fantastic job.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard Malcolm and you heard our brother out there in the street trying to save our kith and our kind. I just want to say I thank y'all for coming out. And I told you whenever you come out, we're gonna give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to see y'all out. And Facebook, thank you for coming out first. I have thank my Navy and my Marine, Air Force on here, and I'm glad to have both of them. And God is really helping us. Paul, Zachary, you came on already, huh? So we have a big show tonight. We're gonna go into some stuff that's going on, and you know we're always gonna have a solution for it. You know, we don't just play stuff and play it, and we want to help our people so people can not get caught up in this Donald Trumpism and get themselves in trouble because we having domestic violence is running up because of him, and we having people drinking more alcohol because people stressed out over this economy. They stressed out, and insurance gone, and all kinds of SNAP gone, Head Start. So he has created a lot of problems. Then he brought ISIS with that foolishness over in Minnesota, just disrespected all them people. And two of our people, Miss Renee, Nicole, good, 37 years old, backed up. Now her life been gone for no reason. Then lied and said that she run over the man, they had to rush him to the hospital. Then they lied a day later, talking about they had internal bleeding. Now all them lies just gone, because all of them was lies from day one. Then they come back and say that Alex Petty, you can see his hands up like this with a phone. Let me get a phone. Phone was in his hand because he was just taking pictures. And they rushed him and put his hand in his chest. The man didn't do nothing. The man can fight. The man had a gun on him. He didn't do nothing. Then they pushed him. He walked away. Then they pushed the woman, so he picked the woman up like I'm reaching over now. And as he picked it up, they sprayed all three of them. He was helping two women, not one. He's a hero. And They threw him down. They seen the gun in the holster. They took the gun out and then fired in his back 10 times. 2 Hispanics. How could y'all be this stupid to do some injustice when y'all get injustice? How could you do it? There's had to be something wrong with you. There's got to be something wrong with you. Catherine. So it's got to be something. So it's got to be something wrong with you completely, because you can't know God. And the man already on the ground, and y'all fire off in his back. He's no threat, didn't do nothing wrong, and y'all didn't know them cameras was gonna catch y'all. So you two need to be on death row, both of y'all. Ain't no more 20 years. Y'all just want to take people's lives and get 20 years. Nah, man, that law messed up, man. Them thugs, man. Over half of them folks are thugs. That's why they got a Mac in the front of their face where you won't know who they are. That's what this for. You ain't never seen the FBI, CIA, SWAT, nobody running around with no evidence who they are, their name tag, and then don't have no body cam, because you know they don't want no body cam, all the foolishness they doing. And then they got a thing. My child, I had my child. Boy, I'm so mad I ain't got my child here. Wrapped around their face, so you don't know who they are. And one of the guys that has said death to a police officer, Pamela or whatever name, Bond, she hired him with 2 felonies. And Donald Trump pardoned him. And they hired him and put him in. And she said, yes, I hired him. They showed the tape where he was breaking in the Capitol and saying, take the officer's life. You hired somebody like this? This is the mindset of America. And 27 psychiatrists said that Donald Trump is the worst person on the planet Earth and the most dangerous person on the planet Earth to be in that White House. And I've been knew it. Y'all gonna know it. Because when it's time for him to come out of there, remember I told you, he's gonna do something stupid. He's not man enough to just get up and walk away. Remember I told you, he's gonna do something stupid. He's definitely trying to start a war. And Iran already say, if you shoot anything over here, arrow, we're going to cover you and show your nakedness to the world. So, Mr. Trump, you're not getting away. You can redact them files, your name in there 1 million times on one, and then you have 38,000 times on another one. So, sir, what you done will not work. And what you reap is what you sow. And you are sick. You need a psychosocial assessment and a dianetic. You are sick. You are mentally sick. God gave you over to a reprobate mindset. Romans 1:28. A reprobate mindset where your mind became animalistic. We done heard you said things about children that don't even go. So again, sir, you coming out of there, and a lot of people coming with you. You ought to just walk out, but I know you ain't got that much sense. But you coming out. Remember I told you. Little black boy named Dr. Jeremiah, slave named John Bond. I'm going to show you the power gave me from God. Mr. Trump, because you ain't my president. You are coming out of there for what you did to Renee Nicole Goody and what you did to Alex Petty and all the people you done hurt. Your time is coming, and it's coming soon. May God bless you. This is live. It's going to be all over the nation. I hope it gets to you. If don't, we'll send it to the White House. May God bless you. Come on, Kat. Kat? What's
Thank
first?
y'all for joining us tonight. Welcome to the show. I know we shouted out our wonderful loyal viewers on Facebook, but I also want to thank our YouTube family for joining. Y'all, please hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell, and feel free to jump in the comments. We like to interact with you guys and know what's on your mind, both on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. I've seen some messages pop in from Twitch recently. So thank you all for your support. So the first thing I wanted to get into, and I'll go ahead and bring our panel up on the stage as well. Welcome, Major.
All right,
And
thank you.
We'll grab Marcus when he gets back. And for audience, for you don't know, if you missed that episode, this is Major Kenneth Green. He is the author of... I'll send you up there.
Personal Instruments of Power.
Author of Personal Instruments of Power. Yes.
You just can't say that. You got to put the book up when you say that.
Oh, yeah. Here's the book right here. We got to get the Personal Instruments of Power.
There we go.
Need this in every household needs this, and your children.
I second that because since he's been on the show, I actually started thinking in terms of the book. So it's a very, very powerful book. I say it's up there with the 48 Laws of Power and such, and Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I rank it up there. And of course, oh gosh, why am I going blank? The Art of War. Yeah. So it's one of those books. It's a must-have, especially for our kids. But what I wanted to get into before we get started is an update on the Daquan Johnson story. So for those of you who don't know, this is Daquan on the screen. So justice for Daquan Johnson. He was had his life taken by 2 police officers in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And his mom knew that they were going to present a different narrative of the story as the police started releasing their information. And today's show is Truth and Justice When Lines Get Blurred. And so, yeah, the lines are getting blurred with this particular story. But I want to go ahead and just show you, in fairness, what the police are saying occurred. And then I will also go back and play the video that the bystander put on their phone as well, caught on their camera. So give me just 1 second. There we go.
Body cam footage showing the moments that led up to a Grand Rapids police officer shooting and killing a man last night. We want to get back out to News 8's Nicole Tam, who has been following the story all afternoon. Nicole, what are we learning from the body camera footage?
Brian, we saw 3 videos this afternoon that Chief Eric Winstrom showed us. He said because of the fast turnaround, that's all the department was able to sort through and show us. We're going to show you the audio of it in just a moment. As we've mentioned all afternoon, just want to keep emphasizing this. It can be disturbing, so just want to give you that fair warning before we show you more of that. But police and Chief Winstrom estimated that officers chased Daquan Johnson for about 90 seconds while he was on the bike until they reached that apartment complex where the shots were eventually fired. And in one of those videos, you do see that chase going on and you hear a canine unit. That's where the officer was and a dog barking as they approached that scene. And then another shot that we saw was from that same canine officer's body camera. And that's what we're about to show you.
Radar. Stop reaching, man. You're going to get shot. He's got a gun in his hand. Let it go. Let it go. Drop the gun. Drop the gun.
It's really fast, so I don't know if you were able to hear the audio. They basically said that he's got a gun, and that was just moments before those shots were fired. So just want to make sure we're not showing that part of it. But that's the interaction that occurred before those shots were fired. As far as where Johnson was shot, I asked the chief about that as well. He believes that Johnson was shot in the chest, and based on his expertise, he estimated that 3 shots were fired from that officer. We're going to continue to follow this investigation, but this is what we've learned from police from their perspective this afternoon, and we're going to continue to share more of that with you throughout the night here on News 8. Live in Grand Rapids, Nicole Tam, News 8.
Partial body cam footage showing.
So I'm going to pause it there. It's interesting because even his mom said that he was had 3 deadly wounds to the head. And so we will go back just for reference, and we will watch the other video. And again, viewer discretion is advised. It is graphic. I'm not able to cut through it. But, you know, if you're sensitive, please be aware and maybe turn it off or turn your head away, because it's disturbing to say the least.
Dude, what the fuck? How you do my nephew like that?
Okay, that's right. Not resisting.
He never resisted.
3, 2, 1, play.
If there's millions raised for him, let's see if there's performative dance done for him. Let's see if there is protest in the street for him. Shot in the back of the head, arms behind his back, and they're straddling him. This is the reality for Black people in the United States every single day. This is why I always talk about any interaction with law enforcement could be the last thing we do on earth. It's why I talk about, if I have the opportunity to run, I will run. Because it doesn't matter if we comply. There will be some excuse as to why we deserve to be murdered.
My God. We Major, it's just sad that they won't stop.
They won't stop.
From slavery to now, the man's hands is behind him. Even if he had a gun, but they ain't produced no gun.
Right.
His hands behind him. He's no threat. Then the dog, which dogs come from wolves, by the way. Everybody trying to make a dog out of a person because there's 80 million dogs in America. A dog comes from a wolf. They are not human. Y'all can kiss them and do whatever else you want. They're not human. So again, my best friend ain't a dog, it's God.
That's right.
So again, the dog biting in the neck, the police don't stop the dog. They just let him that's when the one went to hollering saying, what y'all? So it's the Donald Trump sentiment when he pardoned all them dirty police officers. That started it right there, because what Donald Trump was saying, whatever you do, don't worry about it, I'm gonna pardon you. That's what he was saying.
Yeah. And then he hired him back as ICE agents. He hired them back as ICE agents, and that's the reason they have the cover over their face. They don't want to be seen, because that's what they were. The insurrectionists is who they were.
Yeah. 1,600 of them, and he paying them. Here go the people broke in the Capitol. Now they ISIS. I don't know how many of them. They ISIS. Now us, the taxpayers, we paying them. It's so bad now. What people don't understand, this is impressionable to children. So gangbangers now, anybody with saying now, I might well, because if I don't, they're gonna get me anyhow. So the sentiment is too bad now. His hand is behind his back. There was no reason to fire up on him. And then let the dog mule him. He already down.
Yeah.
You can put the dog back in the car or tell the dog, no, they ain't none of that. The dog ate the man's neck up. So
They said they had no control. They lost control over the dog. They couldn't control him, which means the dog needs to be put down, right?
Exactly.
if they lost control of the dog, if that's what they're supposed to say, Catherine?
Yeah, allegedly.
Okay, when the dog got to be put down then. Because they lied. They didn't lose no control of no dog. They let that dog do that. Ain't nobody told that dog nothing. Stop. Nobody told him that. So all that's a damn lie.
Yep.
That's a fabricated lie. I would not let this man's life be taken and sit here on this thing like I'm some house Negro and not speak the truth. They took that boy's life. That boy mama is crying. Let the major hear the mama cry. That's what he need to hear. This how bad this is, man. The mama can't breathe.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
The mama
should never be the same.
Right. Ain't no healing for that. Come on, play it, Catherine.
Oh, give me a second. I had taken her video down, but give me just 1 second here.
What I'm saying, Major, this is why our show is so important. Because we deal with facts and solutions. And God is going to put us up with $50, $60, $100 million. And we have 300-400 guests in the front of us. And it'll be about 7 of us. You know what I'm saying? Because we're dealing with the problems they have it. So our show going on 5 days a week for 2 hours is going to change the perspective and help people be able not to fall in the trap of the Trumpism.
Right.
Because right now they fall into the trap. They're drinking alcohol, they're taking pills, having more sex, driving fast, doing more crime, domestic violence. Done went up.
Underlying
suicide.
evil. It's underlying evil is what it is. It's underlying
because
evil.
they see it. It trickled down.
Mm-hmm.
When Barack was in there, it was more peace than any time.
That's right.
Because he had. I don't agree with everything he did, but about 90% of it I agree with. But he had peace.
That's right.
He would talk to the people, do a study emergency, and everybody calm down. Everybody let's come together, white and black, Republican, Democrat. Republicans, I can work with you. If you bring an idea to me better than my idea, I'll go with it. Presidents don't say that because they so cocky and arrogant. And you know Donald Trump ain't gonna say it.
Nope.
Because he's narcissistic. So again, you found that tape yet?
I have.
So watch this here, brother. I hate to even show you this, man, but you gotta feel what I feel and let you see what I saw. Come on, let him see it. And the world.
So this is DeQuan Johnson's mother after she saw her baby.
They Emma killed my son. They shot him in the back of the head. And while they had his hand tied behind, while they were holding both his hands, they shot him in his head. And that's only 2 of the shots.
My God.
They executed my baby. They held his hands behind his back. So what you see on the news, when you see the officer, not the one that was straddling him, that shot him in the back of the head, but the one holding the gun, that's the one that shot him in his hands while his partner was shooting him in the.
I think that's it.
Man. Yeah.
Father God, My God.
Yep.
My God.
So I don't want. So fam, if y'all are watching that, the mom did put that video out on Instagram, and part of her request in another video was for us to share the story, share the video of the bystander that took their video. Make sure we share it and keep it public so that the truth will be out, because we knew that there would be another narrative. And while we're going on this story, I also want to let Tony Underwood's family know that was a young man that was taken down in the same manner while laying on the ground with his hand in a surrender position. But he was here in Houston and was shot, powed in the upper neck, that left him paralyzed and unable to speak. And he survived for 79 days, I think. And then he finally succumbed to his injuries. So, this is real. It touches many, many, many lives. That family has had so many issues with losing loved ones due to police violence. And so we're still seeking justice for Tony Underwood. I just wanted to make sure that I said his name as well. Minister.
Father God, if I ever needed you, I need you now for the mother. Marcus has gave us the mother name.
Angelique.
Say her name again.
Angelique.
And we want to love on her and pray for her, because to see your child in the back of the head, somebody to do that to your child. This the cold part, Major. The hands behind his back. I mean, he's no threat at all.
Yeah.
And for someone to do this child like that, they are animals. They are systemic racism. Look at the young boy. The young boy handsome. The young boy ain't did nothing. The boy ain't no terrorist or nothing. He ain't robbed no bank. He ain't no child pedophile. I mean, this is so awful. And like the mother who said it, somebody said, "Are we gonna ride for him? Are we gonna?" And so I ain't heard nothing, because they're trying to play it off with a gun. The boy had no gun, and if he did have a gun, must have been in the car somewhere.
Right.
It wasn't in his hand.
Yeah, he was on a bike, no gun. He didn't have a gun.
And you let that dog mule that boy, then you lie and say the dog got away. Okay, and then put the dog down. It's so sad that our children that's impressionable had to see this kind of stuff. The children see this and they don't take it well.
Right.
Because grown people don't take it well. So the children don't take it well. So in their mind, every time they see a police, and you got about 56% of the police would never do that.
Yeah.
But you got the ones with that systemic racism,
right,
and leave their house to take someone's life that look like me and you.
Absolutely.
God, if we ever needed you, we need you now.
We need you right now.
Right now. Smoke and Norfolk said, right now, every second, every minute, we need you, God.
We need him.
Help us win this case. Help us uncover these liars from the Donald Trump camp, because he done pardoned these police officers. So now in their mind, I can just take whoever life I choose.
Do whatever.
My president got me. So God, I'm pleading with you on national TV. This is going out everywhere. We want to protect the mother, help the mother. And mother, we love you. We don't have sympathy. I have empathy, because my son was shot 13 times. 3 to the face, 10 to the body by a lawyer. So again, mother, we're praying for you. And I know the only way you can ever heal, if you ever heal, it would have to be God.
That'd be, yep.
And to take you through what you're going through is unjust. It's unjust. It's out of line completely. To take that child's life like that with his hand behind his back,
yep.
That means he's no threat at all. God is going to get every one of you. You low down animals. You systemic racism. God said in Romans 1:25, Romans 1:28, he gave you over to a reprobate mindset with an animalistic mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And you all will not get away. In Nahum 3 in the Bible, God said, well, take your skirt and put it over your head and show the nakedness to the world. I'm saying right now, you officers that did that, to Renee Nicole Good, to Alex Petty, and any other thing we can find, what they did to Tony Underwood with his hand laid out, his hand laid out like my hand right now, with his face in the ground, and they plunged him in the back. And 79 days later, after they moved him from bed 1 to bed 9, we didn't understand that. Why would you even take that chance to unhook all that stuff? So me and Catherine, we went seen him. I got a video. I put it out.
Okay.
So I done seen so much injustice. I need you now, God, to show your power. And you say what it did to the least of them, they also done unto you. This woman, God, needs you. And I let my brother Major, who's been 32 years in all of this, and his family 80 to 100 years, speak of the injustice he just seen. May God bless you. And Major, please,
we come into agreement, and we come into agreement based on the prayer that you said. We come into agreement on that justice will be done. But I mean, this goes to the underlying evil, period. And I know a lot of people, we just have to explain the foundation of what's going on. And it's evil, right? Satan is doing this, right? When you have people that, raised in the church, they haven't been around, the church and learn who God is, etc., then Satan can take up space in those individuals, right? And you have somebody like Trump that comes along, right? And he's motivating these guys to do what they're doing, and they don't have any value on anything, but it's based on the foundation is evil, demonic, and that's what's driving what's going on right now. And so until we get out, this is voting season, right? So everybody's out voting. Get out and vote. Let's change these laws, right? Let's put people in power that will hold these people accountable, because there's no statute of limitation on murder. So let's get out there and do that. Let's get out there and vote. And don't be intimidated. If you see ICE agents or whatever, don't be intimidated. You have a right to vote. Take somebody with you, right? Go and vote. Let's change these laws. Let's hold these people accountable, because we will have a chance to hold these people accountable in November. So let's get out and do that. And let's do this. Let's stand up for these ladies that have lost their sons, and let's turn this back around the way it should be. Real law and order.
I agree with you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And so I'm gonna move on to I'm glad y'all mentioned voting, and this is early voting in Texas. So the response has been overwhelming. Y'all, please get out, exercise your right. That is your power. So we were talking about personal power.
That's your personal political power. Out the 8 personal instruments of power, personal political power. Let's do it. Let's execute that and exercise that.
For sure. But I have a video from Jasmine Crockett talking about the voter turnout and to get inspired to go out and do something, people. Do something.
Because they have been trying to make us feel like we should feel hopeless and helpless. But the resiliency that we are seeing in Texas, everybody in the country is watching. Yes. Y'all are leading the way. And when I say y'all, DFW is doing their thing. We are leading in turnout in this state. Not only is DFW leading in turnout, Democrats are beating Republicans. Stop telling us that we can't win in Texas, because we can. Yes, we can. We are. Yes, we will. I am so grateful, because this has always been about the people. Please, y'all are doing y'all's part. Y'all are already here. But we got to make sure we tell other folks to come on out, because this election is about our lives and our future and what it is that we will settle for. We are done with the corruption. We are done with the billionaires getting everything and then looking at us pretending like we're asking for something so great. They don't want to pay $6 a day to eat for people on SNAP, but they're giving Elon Musk $8 million a day. This is about reprioritizing. They took health care away from seniors and children, all so that millionaires and billionaires could put more money in their pockets. In a state like Texas, we were already leading in uninsured, and they just did not care. So please, 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 let everyone that you know that this is life or death. It really is. When Elon Musk came in and did his doging, people lost their jobs. And there were other people that were relying on USAID. And they died. No, it is so bad. And I am so scared for our country. But I know that y'all believe in democracy.
Speak, sister, speak.
Y'all are doubling down right now. So tune out all the noise, because everyone on the outside is going to say Texas still can't do this and that. But as they say in Texas, don't mess with Texas. We have this, and I promise you, I am so encouraged and so grateful to each of you. Now, he gonna tell me I ain't got that much time. And I know somebody.
All right, so you just heard it from the street fighter herself. Jasmine Crockett ain't just talking. She putting in the work, and the people of Texas are responding in a way that we never seen before. Look at the facts. We're seeing record-shattering early voting numbers. Over 660,000 Democrats hitting the polls in just the first week. That's not just a blue wave. That's a direct response to a leader who actually feels the people's pain, while the billionaires are getting free press. Look, the latest polls are out, and it's not even close. Crockett 56, Tallarico 44, a 12-point lead. Why? Because at the end of the day, you can't beat a world-class resume with just rhetoric. You can't beat a fearless warrior who's been in the trenches with a script. Texas is waking up. The momentum is real, and the establishment is officially on notice. Jasmine Crockett is proving that if you fight for the people will fight for you. But I want to hear from y'all. Is Texas ready for this energy?
So is Texas ready for this energy? What do y'all think?
Absolutely. Texas is ready. It's time to turn Texas blue. It's time to turn Texas blue. Let's get out. Gotta vote. Take somebody with you. Don't go by yourself.
Please don't go by yourself.
Take somebody with you, and don't let them intimidate you. Right? And I don't know. I'm not worried about our people, being intimidated. I'm really not. You know, we're not gonna let anybody intimidate us. We've been around. You know, we've been through hell and back. I just wanted my brothers and sisters, you know, Hispanics, etc. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Get out there and vote. Push the envelope. Let's do it.
I agree with my major. You have to believe in God. Don't let people, you're supposed to feel no one but God.
That's
if
right.
I go and there's 50 of them, I'm going to walk right past them and go on in and vote. Yeah, because they're not going to do nothing to me. All hell will break loose. So, and God got 5,000 heaven making angels around me. I'm going to walk right on in. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if God did it for me, he can do it for you. Go in believing in God emphatically. Doubt is death. Never doubt God. God say, hand me all your heavy laden and rest. Take your hand off of it and let God deal with it. Mr. Trump, God gonna deal with you.
Come deal with it.
You coming, baby. You got so much on your table. Oh my God. I wouldn't want to be you. You going to hell with a gasoline jacket on and draw. Yeah. And whoever with you going with you. And we finding out stuff about you too. About your family. Who is who? We're gonna know after a while.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like for our Congress, well, not even Congress, the ACLU, other agencies, they can start, these guys like Pam Bondi, start asking for debarment, start submitting requests for get a debar. I mean, you know, remove her license, right, as a lawyer, based on what they're doing. I don't think that's part of their strategy. They need to get back to that strategy. The DNC, ACLU, whatever, file those lawsuits and try to get her debarred.
That's a good point, Major. I'm gonna go research so we can all know how to do that, so I can share that with the family.
Absolutely.
I'll share that with the family. And if y'all don't know who Pam Bondi is, please go Google her. So she's the attorney general that's been lying and participating in the cover up for Trumpy in the Epstein files and lying and being all kind of disrespectful in Congress and Senate hearings and such. She's just a puppet, bless her heart. She's just a puppet, but a disrespectful one that's just been a disgrace to the office. Minister? So we had a tape that we played on tape. Now I'm calling them tapes. That we played on a day before yesterday, and it was really powerful, Major, because I thought it showed the state of or the condition of the young man's mind back in like the 60s, but it speaks so much today. I don't know who this young man is. Haven't been able to find him, but I want to hear your sentiments after we play this.
Okay.
Do you think that we will be satisfied with the jobs they are giving us?
Yes, son, I think so. Simply because we are asking that you be trained on the job, and they start you off with a certain salary starting rates, and you will be promoted up to the maximum of the job.
No, I don't believe that. The white man is going to keep you where he got you. You're not going no higher than he wants you to go. And we ain't going to settle for nothing but all the way. And about this violence and non-violence, I'm for violence. Because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
What would you say to a boy like that? Because this happens to be, coincidentally, the young man in the group that Mr. Meek said you did not speak for. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible, Mr. Duncan.
No, I don't hear that.
Well, this is my only way.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well, salvation
you
is
can't
free,
brainwash me.
Jesus said, first you seek the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, all of these things will be added.
Heaven is on earth, mind you, brother.
Where you gonna go when we start revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
I will, as Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't die standing on his feet rather than to die on his knees. I will die standing up for God, regardless of any circumstance.
Okay. Have God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a spirit.
I ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.
The more I watch it, I think about how brave he had. He was.
Yeah, he had to be very brave, very, very brave. I like a lot of what he said. It's just that, you can only escalate violence to a
Right.
certain point, right? We don't have the weapons that you can only go to a certain point. It's using like my book, right? Instruments of power. Those are the kind of things that if you use, you can beat this system, right? That those instruments of power, you can beat this system by using those and implementing those. I liked a lot of what he was saying. It's just you can only escalate to a certain point. I'm not saying not to defend yourself. You have to
Right.
defend yourself if somebody like self-defense is there, protecting you and your family and your community. Absolutely, absolutely. I think we should be doing more protecting our communities. Right, we should be banding more together instead of the separation and division. But even between ourselves, we need to band together and protect our community for sure. Right, we should be able to police our own community and not have the police in our community. Right, protecting ourselves like Black Wall Street. Right, we need to get back to protecting ourselves, standing up, and implementing discipline and the things that are in my book. Right, those instruments of power. If we did that, if we pulled together the instruments of power within our community, oh my God, how powerful would we be if we were to implement those instruments of power? So again, find this book,
Find the book,
Personal
y'all. Well, tell
Instruments
us
of
where the
Power.
book. Where can they find it?
Amazon. Go to Amazon, type in Personal Instruments of Power. Start to deploy this. Have church meetings. In my church, right? We the books is circulating through our church, our community. You'll pull together, you gain strength and as a community and be able to implement a lot of what's in my book, and you'll become stronger. And that underlying through is faith, right? That underlying thread through all those instruments of power is faith, right? So do that, get the book, and watch how things turn around. Watch how things between now and November. Watch how things turn around if you get this book and you implement these personal instruments of power. It gives you power.
It really does, fam. Really does. And I guess based on what the young man was saying, which instrument would you tell him to focus on if he was here today?
Oh, it's so much. It is. I can't think of one that he shouldn't, implement. Personal political power, right? Personal law enforcement, right? Personal
Yeah.
intelligence, right? How we gather information and filter that information and vet that information, right? The data that we gather, uh, diplomacy, how the community that you build, right? Diplomacy is about building this group, this team, this community, right? And then how we leverage that using personal information and personal intelligence power. That's what gives us the most power right there. Is personal diplomacy along with personal intelligence and then personal information power. But then there's personal law enforcement power, being disciplined, right? Being disciplined is really key to making these things happen. So economic power and financial power, read those sections on those and how we use all these together. So you use them together. It's an integrated doctrine. It's a strategy. You use them together. The more they are integrated, the more power you have as the individuals. I've been getting feedback from a lot of people about how it's changing their lives, right? How they're getting their children on board with understanding these powers and how they're integrated. Even at school now, they're starting to deploy
Wow.
these powers in schools. So yeah, they all are integrated.
Yeah, I believe it. I told you it made me question some of the things. I think it was personal law enforcement for me.
Yeah.
Personal law
Discipline.
enforcement.
Yeah. Rated discipline. Yeah. Yeah. That's holding yourself accountable, right? Um, Decisions that you make, um, resilience. Yeah. So definitely.
So I was asking you earlier, I saw a video that you had put out on Instagram to promote the book, and it was talking about how not to get sucked into all these news cycles and all the information that is coming in online, just to
That's
keep
right.
yourself centered and maintain your personal power. Can you speak to that for a little bit?
Yeah. Starts with discernment. Back to faith again. That through line of faith leads to discernment. Once you have discernment, right? Knowing how to filter information based on discernment, facts, discernment. Once you build up that faith, that spirit of discernment, you'll be able to recognize false teachings, false information, misrepresentation. So discernment is the antidote to miscommunication.
Right.
Right. That's the antidote. And it starts there. It starts there by discernment, understanding that facts and how to vet information, right? Don't just listen to one source, bounce that against other information, right? But it starts with discernment. It starts with faith first, and then move to discernment. And you'll see that underlying that through line through the book to make this happen. So a lot of people, that's where if you control your mind and you're disciplined about your mind and what you let in and out, and you're disciplined about that, that's what's going to get you, that's going to create stability for you and allow you to implement these other powers. So that's really key. Focus on that chapter and make it happen.
I'm gonna play this next video, and I know y'all say I'm on a oldies but goodies array, but some of the best wisdom was dropped back then, and this one is speaking to the root of racism. So we're gonna watch this, and we're gonna come back, and I kind of want to talk about how just to reclaim ourselves and not feel powerless.
Right.
So let's check this out.
Let me tell you what I understand racism to be. Racism is a behavior system that is organized because white people are a minority on the planet. They are a tiny minority of the world's people. The black, brown, red, and yellow people are the world majority. Not only that, white people are genetic recessive in terms of skin coloration. You see somebody like whose skin is white, if they have sexual relations with a black person, the product is colored. And there is the fear of white genetic annihilation. It existed in Europe, it existed in Germany, it exists here today. If we understand the white fear of genetic annihilation, which was why Willie Horton could be used as a very profound symbol by the Republican Party to win its election, then we will understand what is happening to the black male in this society. The black male is the threat to white genetic annihilation. And so he is profoundly attacked in this society. And if we begin to understand that, we understand what happens to the black family. If you remove the father, then the son is wandering around confused, doesn't know what to do, will get together in a gang, and ends up being depressed, getting on drugs, and going to prison. And in the United States, in Washington, D.C., I believe we have the second highest incarceration rate, second only to South Africa. And so in South Africa, you have black men in the work camps and the women on the Bantu stands, and here we have the black men in prison and the women in the projects, and the male children going unfathered. Now, I say that racism is responsible. Okay.
Well, Major?
Well, see, some reason my browser wouldn't let it play, so I didn't really get a chance to listen to it. Yeah, for some reason my browser would. It played the other video with the young man, but it didn't play that one. I don't know what's going on.
That's crazy. That's okay. It's devilment. The devilment in the cloud.
Yeah.
Basically, she was going back and just talking about the systematic oppression of us melanated people, or foundational African Americans here in the United States. So a lot of times you'll hear people say that, you know, what they call it, the benign neglect of civil rights as us as a people, like our rights have been pushed off for the rights of others. And now we're heading into this climate where people are saying, well, it's not really a racist issue. This is now a classist issue. This is an economic issue. This is a poverty issue. So how do we, guess my question is, how do we keep ourselves and our issues from being marginalized but not playing victim?
Exactly. Good. That's a good question. And here's my thought on the whole thing is building your own community, seeking your own power. Right? If you John Hope Bryant, I don't know if you guys know who he is. If you ever get a chance to follow John Hope Bryant, he has a whole foundation and build out on this. But establish your own power. See, you can go and get what you want, especially as a community. You build your own power, build your own intelligence, your own skill sets, right? For example, everybody knows everything's going to AI. Everybody knows that. Everybody, if you hadn't heard about AI, then I don't know if you're living under a rock. Everybody knows AI is coming. So how do we build power? Get AI trained. Go get AI trained. There's free classes on AI right now. You can take Google, Microsoft free. So get trained on AI, understand AI, build your skill set, build your own community, use the personal financial power, personal economic power that I talk about, right? Give yourself power and your community power and your family power. You don't have to worry about everybody else. You don't have to worry about somebody discriminating against you or racism, right? You're building your own skill set and your own community. Do personal economic power, personal financial power, intelligence power, all of these together, you get to build yourself in your community where you don't have to even think about this racism and the things that are going on that way, because that's going to always be there. We've come through 400 years of dealing with that. And we've always risen above it, right? We've always risen above it, right? So we deal with stress every day. It's just natural for us to deal with it and get past it and have power over it. Be smart about it. Be smart. Build your intelligence power, build your economic power, your financial power, your diplomacy, your personal diplomacy power. That's how you get around racism. That's how you beat the system. Even classism on economics, that's how you beat them. Get the book, get Personal Instruments of Power, and gain your power for you and your family and your community.
No, I agree. Got to focus. America is all about capitalism. So it's about that almighty green.
It is. It is.
Green.
So learn how to play the system, play the rule, put it back into your family, into your community. Build it up so that you don't have to worry about it. You're not worried about somebody discriminating against you or racism against you, right? Because you're gaining power through these weapons that I'm giving you. These instruments are weapons that I'm giving you, integrated. I'm giving you a battle plan to deal with all of this.
I like the battle plan.
Mm-hmm.
So you did mention AI, so now I have to go there.
Okay.
We have some people that are, and I've heard them online, and even one of our former co-hosts does not like AI, is not on board with it because they see it as being detrimental to people, humanity in general, when it's talking about the impacts it's going to have on the environment as far as the water, pollution, things of that nature. And they're really resistant. And those are good reasons. But it's like, what are we going to do?
Well, what you want to do is learn it. If I'm going to combat something, I need to know as much about it as I can, right? I'm going to fight something I don't know anything about. Just on the surface of what I'm hearing. It's here, it's not going anywhere, right? It's going to get more implemented more and more and more. So let me learn as much as I can about it, be intelligent about it, and understand how I can use it for good.
Right.
Right? I can use it for good, just like they may try to use it for evil. If I get in, I'm an expert, I can counter whatever it is you're trying to do when I become an expert at it. Right? Because it's here, it's not going anywhere. It's here and it's going to be implemented. Get in there and learn about it. There's too many free classes out there not to learn about it.
I agree.
That's how you combat it. You can talk about I hate it, it's coming, because you're going by what you hear. But if I get in there and learn generative AI, if I learn prompt engineering, if I learn agentic AI, I go and get certified, learn that. Now I learn how to combat whatever it is you're trying to do. You implement something, I turn back around and I can fight against it.
Right. Can't fight something you know absolutely nothing about. So no, exactly. I agree. It's just y'all say, why y'all talking about AI and he's personal instrumental powers? Because he's also an AI expert.
I am. I've been in computer science and IT for 30 some years in parallel, concurrently with being in the military, right? So I'm rolling out AI to companies and agencies, right? Because it's making them more efficient, right? Making them more efficient. If you're in a call center or service desk, your job will be replaced within the next 3 years. We'll have no more call centers and call help desks and service desks and things like that. You walk into any restaurant, you won't see people up front of the cashier anymore. There'll be kiosks for you to put your order in. There'll be people back there cooking, but nobody up there just taking your order. You'll have to put it in the kiosk, pay for it right there, and get it. It's coming. Oh, it's here. It's already here. So the best way to combat it, learn it. Learn it.
Thank you for joining us, Marcus. I know you
Marcus.
have a strong affinity for AI.
Yeah, I mean, everything y'all saying, just everybody is already. If you got an email address and you online and you logging into something with that email, you in tech, whether you want to be or not. So AI is not a wave; it's a part of life now. You know, I was talking to somebody today, and before they was just using AI to study with, but today they was like, you know, I've been using it for everything, and that's really what it's supposed to be used for life, not for like a task or a thing or some homework, but everything. Everyday life is where AI should be intertwined. And for anybody that's afraid to use it, I mean, get left behind. You know, that's pretty much what's going to happen. You know, so I've been making money online, me and my team, since 2012. And then in 2020, we learned about automations. And then in 2023, we learned about AI. And so everybody that's been online for all these years now learned a lot about automation. So now they're automatically making money online, while a lot of people still aren't at all. And then when AI came out, the people that's already online, now they're using AI too. So the wealth gap is only getting wider and wider. So I really hope that people look at the glass half full versus half empty. Like, be more afraid of what happens if you don't use AI
Exactly.
versus what
Exactly.
happens if you do. Because
Exactly.
it's really detrimental if you don't for your family tree. Like everybody in your family tree gonna be looking at you years from now. Like, why didn't you use AI when it first came out? You know, because that's what it's gonna feel like. You would get left behind. So, and then shout out to John Hope Bryan too. That's one of my favorite people on earth. I actually opened up for him at the Texas Black Expo last year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he took the stage.
Yeah.
First, I took the stage, and he came on right after me, man. So,
Yeah.
very powerful speaker.
Yeah.
Always dropping gems and stuff. Got a huge following on social media.
Yep.
But yeah, yo, you gotta share the information too. And so a lot of people, they learn these AI tools and they don't want to share the information, share what the tools are doing for you. But I
Yeah.
got this thing called an AI toolkit. So if you go to my Instagram page and DM the words AI, you'll automatically get access to this AI toolkit that I've been just compiling these tools. There's about 200 some tools in a Google Doc that you can use no matter what it is you're trying to do. So go to
Yeah.
Instagram, Marcus Byers TV, and just DM the word AI. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. It's our community. We have opportunity. Here's the opportunity, really. Here's a window of opportunity where we can even the playing field. This is really in this window right now because it's fairly new still. We have an opportunity to get in here and level the playing field, get in here and get educated on it. Take you, like I said, agentic AI, prompt engineering, generative AI, and then after that, you can specialize in whatever you want to specialize in terms of AI. But learn it, closes. Let's get in here and learn it, empower our people, and we can level the playing field, right? Start building our own companies, right? Establishing our own automation. Let's get in there and do it. That's the way you do it. Don't run from it. Run towards it.
And I get it. It's easy for a lot of people to say. Some people think it's the devil on the other end. And I named mine a long time ago because I used to do I wanted to know more about it in the early days. So through remote AI and Outlier, y'all, which are good tasks, you can go in if you can get it now. It's hard to get those assignments now, but actually train the responsiveness of AI, the bots, and make sure they were following quality guidelines and being ethical and not biased and all of that. So I do recommend if y'all go to those platforms, sign up and see if you can get it. They do pay you. It's sometimes it's a little change. You can go get your nails or something done, but you walk away with a better understanding of how the tools actually work and what they're supposed to do. And they need your insight because all of us look at the world different. So
Right.
right now we're looking at AI being programmed through the lens of people that don't necessarily look like us, to have the same background that we have. So get involved. That's the only thing I can tell you. Kind of like y'all was, get involved. Don't be afraid. It won't bite you.
Yeah, learn what you can.
Learn what you can. If you are using it to study, don't use it just for answers. Man, I use mine to drill. His name is Frank. I use Frank to give me good drills. I can ask him questions. We debate back and forth when I don't agree with something that he's come back with. And it's an exchange. He's my study buddy.
Okay. Okay. Here's an example of giving yourself power. I know we have a lot of our people out there that want to start businesses, their own business, right? But they haven't gone to business school or, know how to write a business plan, but they have this talent. It may be a restaurant, it may have a barbershop, whatever their talent and gift is. You can go to ChatGPT or Claude, and this is where prompt engineering is important. If you get certified in prompt engineering and learn that, you can go to Claude or ChatGPT and have ChatGPT write your business plan for you. You can tell them what industry. You can say, hey, I'm an owner of a barbershop and I want to expand, or I want to open up a new barbershop. Create a detailed business plan in this zip code. Give me the metrics and demographics, et cetera, et cetera. It'll build you a whole business plan that you can turn around and take to your bank if you're trying to get a loan to expand, anything like that. So, it's powerful. This is an opportunity to use it and level the playing field. So, again, learn it.
Learn it, y'all. That's the economic power, because I know it's hard when you see the state of the world, what we're going through with the Epstein files, with what we've been dealing with systemic racism and things of that nature, and not feel like in some parts that you are being victimized. So you have to have a way to reclaim that power and tune out the noise.
Yep.
The thing is too, though, you can't learn all of them.
No.
So before you try to learn all of them, because you end up learning none, trying to learn all of them. So I would hone in on the Chat GPT type, the large language, the language models first, versus just all the other tedious ones that allow you to do 1, 2, or 3 things. Because Chat GPT, you can pretty much do anything with it, and that's probably the most important one, because once you learn how to prompt on there, you can prompt anywhere. So focus on Chat GPT, become an expert on it, and then the rest of them will be easier once you do hop on. So yeah, start with that one.
Prompt engineering, personal information power, prompt engineering. Get certified.
All praise due to God. We have to do something to incite our people with so much negativism going on. So many people losing their life all the way from California back to Minnesota. Just so detrimental. Marcus have not seen the mother cry, and I'm not finna play it.
He saw it the other day. He was
did.
on.
Right. That's right, because he found the name out.
Right.
Right. So then again, ladies and gentlemen, we love our women and the men, and God is the author of peace and not confusion. And when the confusion comes, it's the devil. No matter who it is, black, white, pink, or brown. So again, we want to do, oh Lord, this thing is done hit. Captain, I hit one button.
We can still see you.
I got it.
Okay.
So again, boy, you got to keep your hand off this thing. Marcus, I can't touch it nowhere. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we just don't want y'all to get start drinking a lot of alcohol, a lot of pills, too much weed, too many hookah pipes, just doing crazy stuff because of him, the Trumpenites. Just remember, Jesus said, God is the author of peace and not confusion. So don't let somebody else negativism and they racism and ignorance heap on you. They can't turn me. They can't turn the major. They can't turn. I just seen something Marcus did. I won't say what it was, but I seen him be humble, and I know he got hands, and he walked away. So when people like me and Marcus and people like us got hands and walk away, that's God. Because God is also peace and not confusion, and humility is the secret of greatness. That's why we open the show. We say we're going to give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, which will give you freedom, justice, and equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. Happiness is not there because happiness is temporary, joy is forever. And when God gives you joy, no one can take it. Not Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is a flunky. He's a robot. He's just doing what he's been told to do. He don't run nothing. He's like gnats on the elephant rectum. So again, ladies and gentlemen, and his day coming. He's coming down. Not only him, that whole cabinet, everybody a part of that, to take people's life like they took people's life with them ISIS thugs. Because over half of them weren't even no police. You could tell they was thugs. Jump out boys, jumping out, putting their hand on women and children and throwing them in the street, putting their knees on them. We in the third world, where we at? But he was doing all that for them Epstein files. He was trying to do anything he could. Start a war, shoot stuff out the water, shoot people out the water, shoot the boat out the water and say they was moving with drugs. One of the men made it back over and said, we was on a vacation. What you talking about? I ain't no drug dealer. I think the man was worked at a clinic or something. I don't remember what it was. And now he done disappeared. So again, ladies and gentlemen, what you seeing is devilship, darkness, and God is going to bring light. God is going to bring justice, and no one is getting away. No one in that government, no one in the city, no one down here. They're not going to get away. None of them. What you reap is what you sow, and karma is real. And when God come get you, and when God put them plagues on you, ask Pharaoh when God put the plagues on him. Yeah. So again, ladies and gentlemen, don't get caught up in this foolishness, alcohol and stressed out. This is the time you need to read Proverbs. It's 31 of them. It'll keep you wise. It'll keep you learning. The wisest man in the world wrote it, and God gave him that wisdom. So that's God's wisdom right there. Read Proverbs. It's one for every day. Don't mean you got to read one. And then you can go to Psalms for praise and worship. Stay right there with the Father and the Son, David and Solomon, and you'll grow. That way, no matter who do something negative, you won't fall into it. Come on, Captain. Let's go to the next clip. Crank it up. Let's go. Glad to see you back, Marcus. Catherine? Love you too, young man. Catherine?
I'm here. I want to get into this video real quick. And just so we know to be good neighbors, if you see something doesn't look right, don't be afraid to help people in a safe way.
Protect yourself if you're helping somebody. And if it's danger in it, then on the individual.
Yeah.
So be careful when you do it. Because I help people before, but I make sure I'm safe in the process. So be careful. Marcus, you all right, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to hear your voice. I got my Navy on here, and I got the Air Force. I feel pretty good about this.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to make some adjustments back here, but here we go.
We understand.
He accidentally wandered onto private property, because he's blind and because he does not understand English. When officers asked him to drop the rod, he didn't, and so he was arrested. You won't believe what he was arrested for. 2 counts of assault with intent to cause injury to an officer, a count of possession of a weapon, and trespassing. Why was his family not contacted when he was released? They dropped him off at a random location knowing that he couldn't see, and his death was completely preventable. A nearly blind refugee was found dead in New York after ICE agents dropped him off at a coffee shop alone. Nuru Alam, who is 56, barely spoke English, and by the way, can barely see, has been missing since February 19th, and his body was found 5 days later. And the cause of death? Health-related and completely preventable. Why was he detained in the first place? Well, according to his son, he was walking around using an umbrella as a walking stick when he accidentally wandered onto private property, because he's blind and because he does not understand English. When officers asked him to drop the rod, he didn't, and so he was arrested. You won't believe what he was arrested for. 2 counts of assault with intent to cause injury to an officer, a count of possession of a weapon, and trespassing. Why was his family not contacted when he was released? They dropped him off at a random location knowing that he couldn't see, and his death was completely preventable.
I'm going to pause this one. This is a picture of him.
We have learned a refugee missing for several days has been found dead. Buffalo police say 56-year-old Nurul Amin Shah Alam was found dead last night on the first block of Perry Street. This comes days after he was dropped off at a Tim Hortons on Niagara Street by U.S. Border and Customs Patrol. We have learned a refugee missing for several days.
So that's it about, God bless his family.
Boy, that's cold, man.
Yeah, it is.
The man can't see, and you go drop him off. Instead of you not calling his family number, you go drop him off somewhere. Wherever you drop him off is detrimental. So at least call his family and say, we got him at Jack in the Box, Burger King. We're going to sit here a minute with him or get the manager them to sit him here. It seems like he don't see well. But y'all going to drop him somewhere that he can't protect himself. Now the man's life been taken. So that was a part of that. But then charge that man with them frivolous cases. Come on, man.
Yeah, those are untrained thugs. They're untrained thugs is what they are.
You can't say it no better than that. I didn't think of that word there. I'm going to start using that. You gave me a new one. Yeah, they damn sure unchained. And I'm asking God again, serve them justice. Put the curse on them and let them pay for what they done to that man, that young man, for something because he's seen himself and he can't hardly see. We gonna take his life and drop him off somewhere crazy? Like the lady said, it was preventable. Come on, man. It's crazy as all get out. Come on, guys, let's go. Crank it up, let's go. I sent you a bunch of stuff.
You did. I actually too much. I couldn't get it all in here, but we're gonna make it.
No, it's impossible to get it all. Just pick some of it. No.
Yeah,
I sent you enough for 3-4 days.
Right now in the UK, they're mandating a chip, an identity chip. They are mandated that in 12 months, everybody in the UK has to have an identity chip. See, you'll figure this out when you get home. They're mandating in the UK that in 12 months, everybody has to have an identity chip. When the scripture says in the last days, everybody will have to take a mark in their hand or their forehead. And without that mark, they can't buy or sell. They have to have some kind of identity chip to function in society. And they're about to mandate that in the UK. I only point that out to you because I keep telling you that time is running out and Jesus is coming back very soon. And people are playing church and we don't have all that much time left.
Yeah, maybe he was on it.
Yeah, there's another video that I didn't come up on my browser for some reason.
Really?
It's like every other one. Yeah.
I wonder why that's happening.
It's like every other one.
So that was Philip Anthony Mitchell. I hope I'm saying him. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
So he was basically saying that UK is getting ready to mandate that their citizens be microchipped.
Can't buy, trade, or steal. Buy, trade, or sell, right?
Nope.
Can't buy, trade, or sell without it, huh?
No.
Ooh. Time to be raptured out.
And that's basically what he was saying. He's like,
It's time to be raptured out. Yeah.
You know, that's why this show's so important, because we point out things to people where we can show them how to deal with it and don't get caught up in it. You know, don't get tricked out your life, because that's what he really wanted a civil war. He tried to start that in Minnesota, but the people didn't play it. Them people was marching in 0 point weather, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it was below zero. Mm-hmm.
So shout out to every one of them. I honor Minnesota more than anybody right now. They lost two beautiful people, both of them 37 years old. It's something significant about that.
It is. I was thinking the same thing. It is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm going to teach on it. I'm not ready yet, but I'm going to teach on that 37 years old and why it happened. Both of them at 37, like Malcolm and Martin at 39.
Yeah.
It's something significant. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not with that buffoonery and foolishness. God's laws of peace and not confusion. And on this show, with the great people I have, we are extending our hand out for peace and want to get our people vocational schools where we can make sure you can take care of your wife and your family, where you want to beg master for nothing, even though he owes over $90 trillion in reparation and some land, because we never got our 40 acres and a mule, and we the only people never been repaired.
Yeah.
But we're not crazy. We understand what's going on.
Yep.
But we do know that time is coming. So thank you again. Come on, Catherine. Let's go to the next.
Okay. So we will go. I hope you be able to see this one. So this is
I'm not liking that. I'm not.
I know.
I'm going to get my engineer over here and try to figure out why our major can't see this. The major got to see this.
Yeah, it's like every other one. I don't know.
No, it's playing on this end. I haven't heard anybody in the comments say they couldn't see. You can't see.
It may be mine.
Yeah, you may have to log out and come back in. We'll still be here.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Okay.
We will definitely go out and come back in because I want them to see it. I don't want them to hear it. I want them to see it. This is serious.
Okay. And this next one is use of peaceful tactics to stop or change the government.
Pay attention to this video.
So, you know, we could overthrow the government like tomorrow, like today, like right now. I'm serious. By the way, I'm not trying to promote violence or anything reckless. I'm just keeping it real for this video. If regular people stopped showing up tomorrow, stopped clocking in, stopped buying, stopped complying with bullshit that only benefits the top, everything would freeze. Everything. And I'm not talking about riots or protests. I'm not talking about burning anything down. I'm talking about the truth nobody wants to admit. This system only works because we keep it alive. We, yes, the people. We, humans, yes, worldwide. Every road you drive on, maintained by workers. Every hospital, staffed by people who are underpaid and tired. Every app, warehouse, classroom, grocery store, power grid. That's us. Not politicians, not billionaires. Us. Us. They sit at the top acting untouchable, but they don't grow the food. They don't deliver packages. They don't clean buildings. They don't teach the kids. They don't heal the sick. They manage power. We are the power. Let me say that again. They manage power. We are the power. And you want to know the craziest part? They know it. That's why they keep us divided. Race against race, rich versus poor, citizen against immigrant, straight versus gay, red versus blue. Because if we ever looked up and said, wait a minute, why are we fighting each other while they eat off of our backs? The game would be over. Again, I'm not calling for violence. I'm calling for awareness. Don't twist my words, because y'all love to do that. I'm not calling for violence. I'm calling for awareness. There's a difference. Violence is what happens when people feel unheard. Awareness is what happens when people finally see the leverage they've always had. Real change does not come from chaos. It comes from refusal. Refusing to be lied to, refusing to be distracted, refusing to be divided, refusing to believe we are powerless when the entire structure depends on our participation. History did not change because somebody screamed louder. It changed when the people said enough is enough, no more, and meant it. And you know what's crazy, bro? The system does not need to be attacked for it to collapse. It just needs people to stop holding it up.
I've been through that, but because I was telling women the other day, Major, did you see that? Did you see that?
I saw half. I switched computers, so I caught the second half of it. I didn't keep.
Okay, so your computer working now?
Yeah, I switched the computer.
So you can see it now?
Yeah, I can see now.
That's what it was. So what he was saying, and we're gonna play that, Captain, again tomorrow. What he was saying is that we had a power. I told women the other day, about 2 weeks ago, remember, Catherine? I said, if all the women left the clubs and stopped being the game, because the man is the hunter. He's looking for the sex. That's all it is. Ain't nothing else. I don't hear nobody, I'm having no good time. Stop the lies. You're looking for some sex. I had 4 clubs, I know. So again, wait to see if Prince woman gonna walk in there. So stop. So again, if all the women came out the club in America, we just started in Houston, then the club owners and all that alcohol money they've been making, they would have to sit down. That's why they told let the women go in free. Women night, all that. Because they know if the women in there, they coming. Because other than that, they go to the liquor store and get their liquor 10 times cheaper than $10 for a drink, $20 for a little shot.
Absolutely.
Come on, man. So again, it's a con game. And liquor is made from a poison plant. It's 14% the poison plant. And people don't even know that. It's poison. So again, what the young man was saying is the truth. And I'm going to keep playing it. I'm going to keep playing it because people don't know the power they got. Them billionaires ain't got no power. They don't care nothing about us. Ain't but a few of them doing something, Buffett and a few more. So again, it is our time to stop spending our money like we spend it uselessly, foolishly, on a lie called Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. He never made it. You set your children on this fat white boy, you take a picture, you put the tree in there and throw the junk under the tree, but Santa Claus never made it. And you ain't got no chimney, so he broke through the window. How can he go get the 360 million people in one night and where did he get the money from? It would take him 50 years to do that. So stop the line. And here come Easter, dye some eggs. All these are pagan holidays. Jeremiah 10, God said they cut a tree out the wood, they deck it with silver and gold. It's the work of a cunning man. God said don't follow their ways or their custom. I'm going to follow God. Y'all follow Trumpism and governmentism. Me, I'm following God. I used to follow them. I used to be a puppet, and the puppeteer controlling me. But I'm not. They can't control me no more. It's impossible. Completely impossible. Because every game they play, I already know it. The whole America is a Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. The boy just proved it to you. They playing games. You buy a house, 30 years. They make $250,000 to $600,000 in 30 years on principal and interest. So you paid $200 for the house. When you get through paying for it, you done paid $600,000. Why? Because you didn't have enough money to pay it off in 10 years. You got to pay it off in 10 to 15 years to cut all that. And then you buy a car, $90,000 Range Rover, Escalade. You know, I know. I pull off the lot. I said, man, I'm going to need some money. About 2-3 months later, I said, I'm going to need some money. Woo. Man, I said, oh, this car ain't worth it. I said, what? Lost $30,000, $40,000 in 60 days. So all this a con game. A Jewish guy, I sent it to you, Captain. I know you ain't got it. A Jewish guy was speaking about black folks buy jewelry, Rolex watches, expensive cars. They say they got Chevrolets, Toyotas, and Rolex watches, and a $10 shirt with $10 million in his account. We got a $1,000 tailor-made suit, St. John 4,000, with nothing in the account. Trying to pay $4,000 or $5,000 a month on the card. We're gonna put all this junk on. And I already knew it, but to hear a Jewish guy say that, he gave him up. I seen it this morning. Captain, if you don't have it, or what I do, I'm gonna send it. You already got it, but we'll play it tomorrow. It was deep, Major. I mean, he was showing how black and white people, how we spend all our money and own nothing.
Yep.
They were speaking about real estate. They said what you gotta have is some air, gotta have some water, and you gotta have somewhere to live. That's why real estate is the most important thing in the world, but they're not gonna tell you that.
Right.
So again, Major, you probably be in the real estate company with me before it's over with because you got good credit.
Absolutely.
Real good credit, 800. I already know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I will be talking to you soon, so you can come on over here and stack it up. Not because you need money, I need money, just where we can have money. So we want to help poor people. We got enough to help them.
That's right.
And when you got an extra $3-4 million, hey man, let's open up this vocational school over here. Also one over here. And God gonna keep giving us money. Why? Because we doing something with it. Not getting no 20 cars, 30 cars, 50 different rings and watches. God don't bless that mess, man.
He care less about it.
Yeah, he don't bless that mess. We got low self-esteem. Do you see me? You see me? You see me? Yeah, I see you. Who you helping? Nobody. Come on, Captain. What's next? We rolling. We got 20 more minutes. Let's go. Your mic ain't on.
I said actually we have 10. Yeah, we have about 10.
132 on there.
Oh, it is. Remember? 145. Here we go.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom.
My God, I saw that this morning.
I thought I'd play that to kind of shift the vibe a little bit.
What you're supposed to do. That's what we do. We shift vibe. I got some music. Did you do any of them with the music? I sent you some little girls singing gospel songs.
You talking about the babies?
Yeah.
No, I don't have the gospel songs up. I don't have the gospel songs.
Okay, well, let's keep us a gospel song from this day forward. Let's keep us a gospel song too, so we can change the spirit anytime we want to, like you just did that. But I thought it was longer than that.
I did too, but it gave you a vibe, and either something that I look forward to going to do myself. Have you been over there, Major?
What was there?
To the Ghana or any parts of the motherland?
Oh no, I haven't been to Ghana yet.
What part of Africa you been to, Major?
I don't think I've been to any of. I've been to the Middle East, but I haven't been to any.
That's Africa.
That's on my list.
Captain, play that again. They need to see that. It was so fast. It was so fast.
Okay, and what this is depicting, fam, because it did go by fast, is the last bath that our ancestors would have taken before they were put on the ships and kidnapped and brought over here. So it's showing that river. But here we go.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. Over me. And before I be a slave.
So
Oh,
it
that's
did.
beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle saw
Yes.
our special. They visited that place. Yeah.
They did what?
They visited that. They took a bath in that river.
That's good. That's good.
Mhm.
It's good for him to do something positive. Bless his heart.
Okay.
We'll
So
spam tonight. But it's good. It's good for him to do something. All the madness he be doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on Facebook. I want to congratulate. Lord have mercy. Look at all these people. I'm just going to call about 20 of them names. Paul Zachary, I would like for me and Catherine, I would like for you to go over. Catherine, tell them what you'd like them to do.
I'd like for y'all to go over to YouTube so we can run our numbers up on there. Last time I checked, we were like 100 short of our goal of 1,000. So if y'all could go over there and click subscribe on YouTube, we are at Johnny Binder Show. That's at Johnny Binder Show. And drop us a note, comment, but please go over and subscribe. Please, please, please. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I see you. Please go over and click that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you'll know when we go live and you can support. And everybody share. Everybody share. When you subscribe, you help us save lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul, we need you to go over. Paul Zachary, Rosa, Lerois, Johnson Quarters, Tisback, Ellen Nelson, Paul Zachary, Johnson Quarters again, Emma Lanier. Would y'all please go over and subscribe and ask your other people to subscribe? Help us get that 100 tonight, please. Robin Lipcomb, that's a hell of a name there. Lipcomb. Paul Zachary, Raymond Shaw, Johnson Quarters, Sylvia Brown, Joseph Larry. I need y'all to come go with us and help us. Lorene Bates, Sylvia Brown, Carrie Hare, Black T used to roll with me. Lanez K, Inez Johnson, Robert James, my man. You gonna come on one day and stop doing that, brother. Robert, tell all your people to go over. Robert, you got enough people by yourself. Tell them to go over and subscribe. Every time you subscribe, you're helping us save a life. Please. Please do that. Normal, Tripton, Patricia Underwood on Catherine, and we talked about her son. Hey, Miss Patricia, we just talked about your wonderful son, Tony Underwood. We love him. We love him. Can I get on there? Patricia Underwood. Can I get on there? Patricia, won't you come on real quick? Hit that button and you can say something to Catherine and our major and Marcus if he happen to come back. So again, hit the button up there. Come on and say something to your family. Patricia Underwood slipped on there, Catherine.
I know, I heard.
I talk about Marcus, he popped right up, didn't he?
He did.
What I'm talking about. Patricia Underwood, Marcus, her son was shot in the back over there off Scott. right off Scott in Bacon for illegal use of vehicle with his girlfriend. He just drove her car off, and they battle rammed it like he did something major. And the boy tried to run and fell down, and his head down, and they plunged him in the neck. And 79 days later, he's not here. So, we got a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Wouldn't let the mother go see him for 34 days. And this is her on here now. Miss Underwood, we love you. Patricia Underwood, we love you. May God bless you. And your son was a hero, tried to live. Took him from bed 1 to bed 9 for whatever reason. So we love you. And I know the money we're going to win for you in this lawsuit won't bring him back, but I hope it'll give you some kind of comfort and hope that you can be a face for mothers and strength to show them that we can overcome, and hope one day you heal. I know it's going to be tough, but hope one day God heal you. And we love you, Miss Underwood. T, Anita Bryant, Yolanda Carr, Patricia Underwood again, Erica Butler, Patricia again, Carrie Howe, Raymond Shaw, Robert James, Rosalind, Shirley, Latrina Gray, Raymond Shaw, Patricia Underwood. How y'all doing? We doing fine. I love you all too. And we love you too. She talking, but she won't come on. We love you too. So may God bless you. She says she love us, y'all. That's the mother that lost her beautiful son, Tony. So mother, send her that link, Catherine, just in case she want to come on. Just send it to her. Catherine gonna send you the link. We ain't got but a few minutes, but I'll come back for you. So again, we love you. May God bless you. May God keep you, Miss Underwood. And God is going to vindicate you, and that rotten police officer will be indicted. Yeah. I think his name's Sean Palin or something. What's his name, Catherine?
His name is Sean Palin. That's correct.
I thought that's what it was. I'm going to put his picture up. I'm going to put it running through the newspaper where everybody can see him. They need to see him since he's such a great shooter. They need to see him. Yeah. And I'm thanking his records. He's done this before. I don't know, but I'm waiting for an investigation to come back. What we got next, Catherine?
You got me sending Miss Patricia her this text message.
Okay.
That's what we got. Oh gosh. But you got enough. You can fill some time.
Major?
Just want to remind everybody to go out.
Please.
Grab Personal Instruments of Power on Amazon. Have it in your library.
Tell them what it is. Have what in their library?
It's Personal Instruments of Power. This book. It's going to give you power. 8 instruments of power. It's going to give you 8 weapons, 8 instruments of power. You use it.
Yeah, you know I got to get
work
mine.
together.
I got to get mine when you can sign it.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I'll be in Dallas tomorrow, so you in Fort Worth for Dallas.
Dallas. Well, I'm in Denton. I know Denton. Just give me a shout.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a shot where I can meet you. Bring me my book, signed, sealed, delivered. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be in Dallas. Yeah, I probably go and do the show in Dallas.
Okay.
So we'll talk business and all other good stuff. I'm so glad, Catherine. This is one of the greatest people you ever introduced me to, him and Delta. So I thank you so much for those two.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I thank you. Marcus, you got anything to say?
Nah, man. I wish my Wi-Fi was working a lot better than it is tonight. But nope, just always glad to be a part of the show and just adding value. But nothing to add right now.
Well, you definitely a part of the show. You a major co-host, and one day we'll be writing you a check. So it's coming. It's definitely coming. I can't lose with you two. When we open up that Veteran City in Preview, the 19 acres, guess who I'm gonna push out front? You two. and we're gonna get more grant money because you two. See what's wrong with us? We got to know how to get out the way and take what we got and push y'all out front because both of y'all got careers. My daddy went, but I didn't go. You know? So again, I was like Muhammad Ali. I ain't going. No, he never called me nigga. But y'all went. Y'all went for a reason, and it worked. It worked for you and your family, and it sure worked for Marcus. That much money from 2012 to now, and the founder, millions. So thank God for both of y'all, you know. So if that's what it took to get y'all here, to put you in power, so we can save our kith and our kind, then damn it, I'm glad both of y'all went. Shit, maybe I should have went. So thank God. My daddy got shot, and I think he got a Purple Heart or something. I don't know. When you get shot, he got something. Yeah. So again, Marcus, thank you for your great sacrifice. And Bud Kenneth, Major Kenneth Green, thank you for 32 years. Bless your heart and your family from 80 to 100 years. Y'all been doing this. Let me salute you, brother. Lord, and let me salute you too, Brother Marcus. I am proud to be on this show and get Ricky Anderson. Thank you. To get Ricky Anderson to package this thing. We won't get much of Charlemagne, but we're going to get something. And we'll keep going up and up and up and up. And one day soon, Marcus and Major, we'll have 300-400 people in our studio. We're going to own our studio. We have 300-400 people in our studio. And then it's going to be about 7 to 9 of us. 5 women, 4 men, or whatever. And we're going to be dealing with people's problems. We're going to deal with it. Because most of it is money and relationships. Money, relationship, and they don't know God. Those 3. And we're going to tackle it and help them. And we have enough people on the cast. I ain't got nothing wrong with the view, but we're going to be liberated. Because we're going to be giving wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. We're going to give the people what they need where they can survive. Talk to me, Major.
That's what I'm talking about. The powers that Minister was just talking about, right? Those different powers is going to give you the strength.
It's in your book.
Powers. That's what I'm talking about. The 8 powers that are right there. 8 instruments, 8 weapons.
Name their powers.
It's your battle plan. Huh?
What's their powers? Just name them so they'll know.
It's the personal diplomacy power.
Come on.
Personal information power.
Number 3.
Personal military power, which is really discipline. Personal economic power. Personal law enforcement power. Personal financial power. Personal political power.
8.
So a couple of them. I think I got them all.
You did good. You named it. You hit it.
Yeah.
Marcus, that book.
They work together, integrated.
Yeah,
you got
Marcus,
a battle
that
plan.
book you got, that's gonna push our show. That's gonna bring millions of people to us. They need that book, Marcus, and that book belongs to us now. They need that book. We're gonna push that book. We're gonna push that book. We're gonna push it. We're going to do a signing in Dallas, signing in Houston, signing in Atlanta, one in Chicago, Detroit. We're going to travel.
April 19th, April 18th in Dallas. I'll be having a book signed April 18th.
Okay, well, Catherine, try to see if you can get me, Marcus, and you down there so we can do a show right there.
April 18th.
Where you going to be at?
Pan-African Bookstore in off Marsalis in Oak Cliff, Dallas.
Okay, tell them you're going to want to do a 1-hour show there while you're there. Because we're going to bring the camera and this stuff here. And while we're selling the book, we're going to be talking about it, going in and questioning and taking pictures of the people and all that. On the 18th or what?
March? 1:30 to 3:30. April 18th.
April 18th.
Okay.
1:30 to 3:30. Yep.
Now he's that's South Dallas now. You know, you say Oak Cliff. I don't know if you heard he say Oak Cliff now. That's South Dallas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's
good. It's good.
South Dallas love me. I ain't got no problem with no South Dallas.
Yeah.
But I say Johnny Binder, old school. Old school. Baby, They love me, man.
I love Dallas, man. I got 2 stores out there in Dallas, one in Arlington and one in North Dallas, actually. But I know South Dallas, Oak Cliff, that's where Martin Luther King is at, and Mount Boulevard. So I know a lot
South
about.
Dallas. We'll be over in Oak Cliff, though. We'll be a little ways from there.
So.
Yeah. It's all good.
Oh, praise to the God. Yeah, there was a guy there was a millionaire, and he took care of me and looked out for me. And I found out later what he was doing to make all that money. And bless his heart. So again, bless his heart. I won't talk about it. I didn't know. They were drinking something called some cough syrup or something. With some codeine in it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't drink it. Let's keep that clear. I didn't drink it. Okay? I ain't been high a day in my life. I get high of success, I get high of God, and I get high of a woman of God. Yes, that's how you get me high. Yeah. And I want something that's gonna make me can't handle myself. I'm staggering and somebody take advantage of me. That's why I wouldn't get high, Major. I wouldn't get high because I seen people get whooped, slapped, all kind of stuff when they were drunk. So I was like, no, I ain't doing that. If I did drink or smoke some weed or something, it would be at my house with the door locked. all the doors be locked. Believe me, I would be in those streets. No.
Man, you know, I actually saw people. I saw people disappear when I was in the military. You know, in the military is 0 tolerance. You're not supposed to smoke. You know, do drugs, all this type of stuff. And it was unbelievable to me to see the amount of people that actually risked their career.
I know.
Morning, we'd be standing at attention, and they'll just randomly, you know, pick people. And those people, some of the people you never saw again because they would pop on a drug test. And I'm like, why would you be risking your life and your career and your livelihood for this in this moment in time? You know what I'm saying? I never understood that. And then when I got out the military, I still wasn't smoking and drinking because I wasn't smoking and drinking the entire time I was in. I got out, and what I remember most is seeing and realizing that a lot of people that was taking advantage of the substances were they were able to get jobs. They were able to get jobs, not careers. Like the careers, you had to take a drug test and stay sober throughout the process because you get randomly selected. That's what careers required you to do. They required you to not do what the other people were doing because those other people only were qualified for jobs. But if you wanted a career, you got to put the blunt down, man. Put the blunt down.
I don't want to lose my security clearance. I don't want to lose my security clearance.
Lord have mercy. You got a security clearance?
Oh yeah.
Lord have mercy. A black man, boy. Boy's what I'm talking about. Boy. You got one too, Marcus?
Man, I've been top secret my whole life. It's not even about clearances. Like nobody can stop me from going anywhere. This my earth. You know, I done fought for the country, for the world. So you know, what I need clear. I'm clear.
You say you clear. I like that. But since y'all flexing, I got mine too. But I was never in the service. I was just a Fed employee.
Hell yeah, you gotta get it as a Fed employee too. You gotta get that clearance.
Long as you got it. You know, that's a beautiful thing. But ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming out. We love you for coming out. I gotta go over to Facebook. If y'all want to stay on there, I want each one of y'all to speak to Facebook. Take a minute or 2 minutes. Cause we're gonna turn this off, and then Facebook is still on there, and there's a whole bunch of them on here. Man, look at all these people. Man, I don't know why Facebook love us so much, man.
I don't ask why. I enjoy it. But before I turn off the stream, thank you to everyone that has joined us on YouTube. Y'all have really kicked it up. We've had like close to 20,000 new viewers over the last 28 days. And thank you. So just hit that subscribe button.
But hold up. But you ain't said in 28 days, Facebook had 100,000.
Because I'm talking to YouTube right now.
YouTube, you can pick it up, baby. Pick it up. Y'all 80,000 short. Facebook did 100,000 plus Pick it up. And then they did 3 million. They did 3 million of views. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. I know we did all that with Willie D. We did 23 million. Pick it up. Pick it up. Because every time you come on, you helping us save a life. Every time you subscribe, you're helping us save a life. We don't make a dime. But when we do make it, we're going to use our money wisely for this station, for our people, and travel, and sell that book and my movie and whatever Marcus want to do. So it's going to be on, ladies and gentlemen. We got some great people. I am honored to have this kind of people with me. It inspires me. I can salute two of them. I'm saluting two. So I got to get my hands straight. So I wait. That's why I can do it. Okay, there you go. So it's an honor, y'all. It's a real honor, man. And I love you, Marcus. You know what you are to me. You are real. And I hope I don't hurt nobody's feelings by saying that. And if I do, I apologize, but I meant what I said. I love you. You are my family for life. That's just all I can say to you. And you, young man, to come on and met me for the first time and say what you said, I will honor you and respect you all the days of my life. I asked you, I wanted you a part of this show. You say, brother, I'm in. That was not you talking. That was God. So I thank you for your service. This company gonna go big and bigger, and us, we have the money in our accounts where we can help millions of people and get on our knees and tell God, thank you. Told you, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna bring you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. I got a double salute. Yeah. So thank both of you. Catherine, take us out.
Thank y'all.
Because I want y'all to speak to Facebook real quick. Take us out.
All righty. Well, thank y'all for joining us this evening. If you're watching this on replay, please follow, subscribe, and share. Peace and love, and get your copy of Personal Instruments of Power on
I get one tomorrow, baby. I'll be in Dallas. I'm getting one tomorrow.
Okay. And we're out.